Hi guys, and welcome back to our WA Productions with myself and Paul Wilson. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Brad.
Good evening, Paul. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much indeed, appreciate it. So in the chat so far we've got Yorkshire Mackem, which is Jacob. He says evening. How
Hi,
you doing?
Jacob.
How you doing, Jacob? You alright, mate? How you doing? So we're going to go through obviously the Sheffield Wednesday game yesterday against Sunderland. And to be honest, it was very happy for us yesterday, Paul, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually. I was really happy. Yeah, 2 wins for Reggie. Because the I said to Bowers, I'm not counting the game on Tuesday,
Yeah.
but a cracking start for our new head coach.
Of course, yeah, of course. Obviously, not just 2 wins, but 2 clean sheets as well. In the league, obviously beating Cardiff 2 goals to 0 last weekend as well, and 4-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. Um, Jacob says very well, thanks lads. Got my haircut today at a local Turkish barbers and still buzzing from yesterday. Well, I am as well. To be fair, Jacob, I am as well. Couldn't be any happier with that result yesterday. How about you guys? Yeah, I'm not too bad to be honest. Obviously, well, I was watching the under 21s game as well, obviously tonight, and obviously Sunderland were drew 1-1 against Newcastle. Obviously, Timo Chuchrov scored in the last couple of minutes. But yeah, I was happy with that. How are you tonight, Paul? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing well actually.
That's
Doing
good. I'm
really well.
good. Um, so we're going to go through the stats, obviously. Obviously, it goes from Sirkin, Mienda, and O9. Obviously, Mienda scored his brace yesterday. Um, 15 minutes and 47 minutes. So just basically a couple of minutes into the second half, he scored his second goal. But man of the match, Paul, who are you thinking yesterday?
Well, to be honest, I was talking to Sean about this on the car yesterday. Um, I know he didn't score, but for me, it's got to be Chris Rigg.
I agree, actually. Totally agree. That performance, what he put in yesterday, was absolutely unbelievable. That performance, what he put in.
Especially at his age.
He's 17 years old, man. Yeah, Barry Bannon in shreds. He absolutely shredded Barry Bannon to pieces.
Yeah, Barry Bannon was actually in his pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, seeing that one after the game, Paul, when he says Chris Rigg went out in his pockets after the game.
Yeah, I saw it.
Hey, dear. Um, but yeah, Chris Rigg was my man of the match as well, to be honest. But yeah, so we're going to go through the stats of all the games. So obviously, Sunderland had 51% possession, and obviously Sheffield Wednesday have 49% possession. But I don't think Sheffield Wednesday had much of the ball, to be honest. I thought it was more obviously more Sunderland will have the ball than Sheffield Wednesday. So whoever make any stats up are unbelievable. But to be honest, it's real stats at the end of the day. We've got to believe it. Game was over at 3-0. Well, it was at the end of the day, Jacob. It was obviously after goal going in by O9, obviously, in the 24th minute.
Well, because the first thing is, well, I know you were at the game yesterday, Brad. I was.
Mm-hmm.
But did you notice Danny Roll kicked right off when that third goal went in?
He did. He kicked right off because
He wasn't happy with his team.
nah.
And that as soon as that third goal went in, because I said to Bowers, "Where's Danny Roll?" Because usually he's actually on the touchline. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't actually. As soon as that third goal went in, he disappeared.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously last season, obviously when we ended the season with obviously that Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 win against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. Obviously that was back on the 4th of May 2024. But obviously since then, Sunderland's been a differently compacted side, haven't they, Paul?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I would love to know what Regis we actually told the players before kick-off. But well, the first thing is, I know Mitchell would probably agree actually if he was on here, but Danny Roll will turn that around.
Yeah, he'll turn that round still. He's still a good manager for Sheffield Wednesday, like it or not. Like, to be honest, let's face it, I think it was a bit of a blip for them, to be honest, yesterday, but I think he'll continue against Leeds. I think he'll win against Leeds, but we'll see what he has to do on Friday night. But,
Yeah, he'll turn it around.
Yeah, but yeah, the expected goals obviously 1.67 for us, 0.38 for Sheffield Wednesday all day long. Yeah, thought we were the better side altogether. But yeah, we're going to go back in obviously Elias and Bienda, obviously scoring that brace yesterday. Obviously because that's the main thumbnail of the channel, what I've put on. Obviously, I think it was his first goal for the club in the league as well, I believe, which is amazing for him. His first 2 goals in the league, to be honest.
Probably his first one at home, I think, because he scored against Cardiff.
Did he?
I'm sure he scored against Cardiff.
I thought it was
because we scored 2-0 against Cardiff.
I thought it was Clark and what's his face? Oh, I'm trying to think of his name. Definitely wasn't Rienda. Trying to think. Clark and but yeah, I'm off. Trying to think. Definitely wasn't Rienda.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was 09 and Jack Clark.
09 and Jack Clark, yeah. So 09's got his second for the season already, and that's 2 weeks starting, which is, to be honest, that's good for a centre back, to be honest. But yeah, obviously that would be Miranda's obviously first 2 goals for the club.
To be honest, I've just seen who assisted him yesterday. 09 actually assisted him on the 15th goal.
Wow.
No, it was actually Jack Clark.
Clark on the third goal, his second one in. But yeah, obviously Elias on the end up, Paul. You've got to say, you had a really good game yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, he did. The thing is, I actually said to Bowers, I'm hoping now Christian Speakman doesn't say, oh, we don't need a striker. Because it'd be typical now.
That's what we're going to go on to anyway. Well, we're going to read Yorkshire Mackham's comment first to see what he says. He says, hopefully Clark is staying with us because why go to Leeds? I don't think he's ready for the Prem because if he was, he would have done well against the Backs in the FA Cup. Well, we're going to go on to all this in a minute. We're going to go on to this. Obviously, the Leeds fiasco with Jack Clark, what's going on with Daniel Farke, and obviously Leeds United, see if we want him or not. But I've been hearing, obviously, Leeds United has to step up their game if they want to sign him. So I would put, if I was obviously Sunderland right now, I would put at least a 40 million price tag on for Jack Clark. At least.
I think the club's happy with 25 million for him.
25 million? Wow, okay.
Put this way, though, I don't think he'll go.
No, I don't
Not
think
after the comments Nick Bond said to Sean Milton yesterday on Fans React.
Yeah, obviously I didn't watch that back yesterday, but I will get to watch it soon, obviously Fans React, because I do like, obviously, Sean as well in these interviews, what he normally does. So I'll probably watch that back later. But yes, Yorkshire Mackham's put in Newcastle United's under 21s 1, Sunderland under 21s 1 at full time. Obviously, Munda scored that goal for Newcastle United in the 20th minute, and obviously Timo Chushurov, which was the Ukrainian, scored in the 87th minute against Newcastle. So, Bienda, my thoughts on him yesterday. I thought he had a cracking game, to be honest. I thought he was really, really good until, obviously, I think he came off, didn't he? Did he came off or something?
Yeah, he came off. But what I got to say, though, what a good reception for him. when he came off the full ground, well, around me actually stood up and actually clapped him off. Because I said to Bowers, as soon as he came off, I said to Bowers, that will give him a world of confidence now going into the season.
Of course. But yeah, who else do you think stood out for you yesterday, Paul, other than obviously Rig?
Well, to be honest with you, Brad, for me, I would say probably the full team.
Totally agree.
Yeah, you can't fault the team, but Jacob will agree with me actually. For what? Because it was interesting what Nick Bond said to Sean actually. Because it sounds like Richard Debris actually did. For what it sounds like, Richard Debris actually wasn't happy with some of the stuff in the game yesterday. I'm not sure what part, but it sounds like he wasn't. So, Dennis Serkin said to Nick Barnes that the players would be in, because they were actually in at 10 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
To actually look over the game yesterday. And Richard Debris getting them right into them about the game. They've looked over it. And it sounds like he wasn't happy with some of the stuff. And that hopefully put it all correct for a hard game this weekend.
Obviously, tough test against Burnley coming up. Tough test against Burnley, obviously crossing the table first versus second as well. I heard got two, Paul. I remember Barnes saying that on Fans React.
Yeah, he did.
Jacob. But yeah, we're going to go into obviously the total shots on target, shots off target. So Sunderland had 15 shots, total shots, and obviously Sheffield Wednesday had 9. 5 shots off target for us and 2 shots off target for them. But we had more shots on target. We had 6 shots on target and they had 3 on target. Block shots 4 to 4. Obviously, none of us hit the woodwork. Shots inside the box 7 to 4, and shots outside the box was 8 to 5. Expected goals obviously went through that. Obviously, this is the standout. This is what the ratings, obviously, FotMob has given Sunderland players. So, Eliza Miendo apparently is given an 8.7 out of 10 for obviously his performance what he had out yesterday. Luke O'Nien had an 8.5. Dennis Serkin had an 8.4. Jack Clark had an 8.3. Patrick Roberts had a 7.9. Anthony Patterson had a 7.5. Daniel Neal, or Dan Neal, what people call him, have 7.3. Trey Young had 7.3. Adji Alessi had 7.2. Job had 7.1. And Chris Rigg had 6.8, which I'm actually very shocked with, to be honest. Why would you give Rigg a 6.8? He should have been top of the table pretty much. Why are you putting him right at the bottom for as a Sunderland player? Like, come on, FotMob. But we'll be going through our, obviously, player ratings in a bit when we go further into this kind of podcast. So, Yorkshire Macklem says again, Jacob, he says, wonder how Mitchell is feeling. He predicted a 2-1 win, I believe. He didn't predict a 2-1 win. He predicted a 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday win. Because I remember it because he put a bet on. Can you remember that one, Paul?
Yeah, he did. He will be. He'd be actually kicking himself, to be honest. At full time, he'd be like, I wish never put a bet on.
God. That was funny, that. But obviously, yeah, we're going to go into the player ratings now. Where is he tonight? He's busy, unfortunately. Jacob, he can't make this one tonight. But yeah, I wish he did. So, Paul, we're going to start from goalkeeper to striker as we normally do, as you know. So we're going to start off with Anthony Patterson. What would you rate Anthony Patterson yesterday out of 10?
Oh, hello, Matty. I've just seen you pop in the chat. Yeah, bud.
Matty Harrison in the chat. He says the lads played really well because they was playing with pride, passion, as it shows how much the lads love Sunderland and Mienda deserve man of the match. And let's see what happens on Saturday against, obviously, yes, tough to Burnley side, which obviously I will be doing a podcast on Thursday evening for that game with hopefully Turfcast, which is Burnley's podcast. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get back away this week. Welcome, Matty, says Jacob. But yes, Paul, Anthony Patterson, best of all now. What would you rate him out of 10?
Trying to think, really, because Patterson actually hadn't... Well, he had nothing to save, really. I don't know, really.
You don't know? If you want to have a little think.
I'm going to give Patterson actually a 10.
A 10? Why would you give him a 10 for? Because basically he had nothing to do all game. Why would you give him a 10? What's the reason?
To be honest with you, Lord, it's actually hard because of, how well the full team done.
Mm-hmm. You can't leave Patterson out, can you? Obviously, for not doing much, you can't leave him out.
Yeah, I saw that, Jacob.
I saw that. But yeah, you'll give him a 10 out of 10. Okay. I predicted not much controversial. I wouldn't give him a 10 out of 10 because I don't think obviously he done much to get a 10 out of 10. But I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Anthony Patterson, I'll definitely give him an 8 out of 10. Thought he never had nothing to do. But obviously he did save all the shots from Sheffield Wednesday when Sheffield Wednesday did counter now and again. Obviously to keep that clean sheet and not obviously let one goal go in, which obviously I'm proud of Patterson to do that because I thought we were actually going to let one go in, but we didn't. Reggie LeBrie, well done, mate. Fantastic. So, 8 out of 10 for me. We're going to go on now the centre-back, Luke O'Nien. Luke O'Nien, Paul, what would you give him?
Captain Luke O'Nien. Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8.
An 8? You know what? I'm going to give him an 8.5. That's what I think. An 8.5 out of 10. That goal what he took in the 24th minute, I thought was absolutely brilliant. That goal he had in the 24th minute, really good goal. Absolutely solid at centre back. Obviously was asked what he wanted. Obviously got asked what he done, and obviously he done it. So yeah, he done it with pride. Obviously, once again, put 110% into this football club once again. That's why the reason why I'm going to give him an 8.5 as well. Next one is obviously the centre back partner in him is obviously Adriel Esse. What would you give Adriel Esse, Paul, in this one?
Probably the same as O'Nien, but to be honest with you, I feel sorry for Regis LeBrie.
Do you?
Because if you think when Ballard returns, but of course Ballard will probably go straight in, who's he going to take out the back four? If you can see what I mean, because the way LSA is at the moment, and the way O'Nien's playing, who's Reggie LeBrie going to take out for Ballard?
Unless Adriel Esse goes left wing back, then Delasirk and O'Nien and obviously Ballard goes as a back three and Trey Hume goes as right wing back. then we can have a 5 at the back. If that makes sense. We could have a really big compacted 5. If that makes sense. But obviously no one loses out. Get what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but in a way, I feel like Regis is a very good.
I do as well, to be honest.
Especially, well, I know we'll come on to him, but look at the way Chris Rigg played.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, Alan Brown would have been in that position.
That's the problem when he returns back as well. What we're going to do? What we're going to do with this team?
Because it looks like Alan Brown could be back against Burnley.
And to be honest, I wouldn't bench Alan Brown, to be honest, because he is not good of a player as well. I think he's really talented as well. But
what would you do with Chris Rigg?
It's hard. It's really, really hard. It's really hard.
It is.
God knows, but I'll figure out a plan and we'll come out of that one on Thursday night when I have Turfcast on. I can't think at the minute what we can do with all these players. But yeah, Algie Alessi, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Have you got your rating yet, Paul?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8.
Yeah, out of 10 as well. Left back was Dennis Serkin. Obviously, Paul, what would you give him?
Say the first. To me, Serkin actually looks like a new signing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way he's come back. You know, the way he's come back, he's playing. I'm going to put Serkin as a 9.
The reason why I've done that was I think Dennis Serkin was man of the match for me. I thought he played really, really well yesterday at left back. I thought, obviously, every time when obviously Sheffield Wednesday were coming down, I think Dennis Serkin was kind of their shot blocker to stop it all the time from obviously crossing in. I think he did a really good job yesterday at left back, obviously getting a goal yesterday as well. Again, that obviously brings his confidence, which for me, that's why he gets man of the match, 100%. He gets every tackle right. Every time he gets it right. I never see Dennis Serkin. Do you ever see Dennis Serkin get yellow cards much, Paul?
No.
When he goes in for the tackle. He always times it right, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
When I've seen him. But yeah, Dennis Serkin, a 9 out of 10. What did you say for Serkin, Paul?
I think I said 9, I think.
Yeah, you gave them a 9 as well, didn't you? We're moving on to right back now. Trey Hume. Obviously, Hume, I didn't see him much yesterday minding the game. Didn't see him much. But yeah, we can go on to Paul's first. What do you think, Paul, for Hume?
Try Hume. I'm going to give him a 6. I'll have to see him. Or nearly.
The reason why I'll give Trey Hume a 5 out of 10, I think he was the worst player on that pitch by a mile.
Ooh.
By a mile.
I hope he's not listening.
I hope you're not listening, Trey. But you know what, mate? You're always pulling 110% performances every game. But yesterday you looked a bit sloppy on the ball. But let's hope, obviously, that was a bit of a blip and you come back against Burnley, rock solid. But yes, I'm not obviously putting you down or anything, but I will give you a 5 for yesterday's performance. Next, obviously, we've done the back 4. So next we're going to go on to the midfield. So we've got Rigg, Jobe and Neil to talk about now. So Chris Rigg, Paul, what would you give Chris Rigg?
Well, you know what, Jacob? I agree with that, actually, what you've just put there.
Imagine if Serkin didn't get injured and where we would have ended up last season finishing. To be honest, I wouldn't say 16th. I would definitely not say 16th. I'll probably say top 10. That's all I would say. Around the
Probably
top 10.
top 6 for me, actually, if Serkin was available.
top 6. Interesting.
But I know we'll come on to it, but I don't like what Baylor said this week about us. I didn't like it.
Again, yeah, we'll be talking about that again soon. Obviously, we'll get these player ratings done out of the way. We've got a lot to talk about still. But yeah, Chrissy Rigg, Paul, what did you give him?
Well, actually, Chris Rigg actually was my man of the match. Because all game my end actually was in his name. Which you probably heard from your end, Brad.
Was mental our Roker end. Was mental our Roker end. All we were singing was Chris Rigg, ole, ole, ole. That's all we were singing.
Newcastle.
That's all we were singing all game. But yes, Chris Rigg.
I'm going to give Chris Rigg a 9.
Oh, Paul.
Oh.
Again, I thought he played solid. Obviously, if Dennis Cirkin wasn't man of the match, I would give him the second man of the match, Chris Rigg, all day long. Obviously, he played really, really well yesterday. Obviously, you can only give one player man of the match, but to be honest, Chris Rigg provided all the services as well. Obviously, fed in Dan Neil a few times, obviously fed in Clark a couple of times. But yeah, obviously him going forward as well, and him obviously running rings around Barry Bannon yesterday. That just makes me feel, at age of 17 as well, against an experienced 30-year-old, big Barry Bannon should be really...
To be honest, actually, after the game, I was looking at all the posts actually from Chef Wed. And one of their reporters went, Chris Rigg's only 17 years old. And I was like, well, you know what he's like now. Especially when we go to your ground.
And obviously, you have all the confidence in his skin by then. He'll be pretty brilliant as a footballer when he gets to that game. But yes, next one we're going to go on to is Dan Neil, Paul. What do you think Dan Neil done yesterday to deserve, obviously, a good rating?
Dan Neil, 7.5.
7.5. Interesting. I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he played quite well yesterday as well, obviously alongside Chris Rigg. Him and obviously Chris Rigg were kind of passengers yesterday. I thought they were quite good. Chris Rigg?
Where did we get that play from?
Next, we're going to go on to Joe Bellingham, obviously brother of Jude.
Another good one, because he even played well yesterday. Well, actually, so did the full team. Job, because to be honest, I think he's playing well. Since I think it's probably since we've given the new contract, which I hope the club is listening. But I actually want Dan Neil's contract to get sorted.
And Clark's.
Well, I don't think Clark will sign a new contract, but I want the club to sign. Well, not sign, but tie down
Dan Neil contract.
Dan Neil.
Yeah. But anyway, Joe Bellingham, what would you give him?
Job for me gets 8.5. Oh,
Paul, 0.5 less. 8 out of 10 for me. Joe played brilliantly well yesterday again. Obviously, for me, I don't think he played very well last season. But I think, obviously, the break in between summer and obviously starting of his new season, I thought, obviously, the summer what he had off, I think, really impacted him, to be honest, obviously, for this season started. I think he looks more lethargic. I think he looks more better on the ball this season. When I seen him last season, his passing is just next to none. He's just different gravy. He's different class. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for me for Joe. What he did really well yesterday. Obviously the winners now, Jack Clark and obviously Patrick Roberts. We are going to go to obviously Pat Roberts first. Lauren, if you're listening, or obviously if you're going to listen later, we're going to be nice. So, Paul, Robert.
Roberts for me actually gets an 8 because can you imagine? Because I was looking back, that miss he missed. If that went in, if that actually went in, Chef Wade I think would have left the ground.
If he scored that goal, the stage of my life would have lifted its roof off, wasn't it?
Well, the roof went off, but the roof went off at full time.
I know it did. I heard it in the car when I left it full time. All I heard was, that's all I really heard. But yeah, Pat Roberts, I'll give him an 8.5. I'll be nice. Give him an 8.5 out of 10. I thought he played really good yesterday. Obviously, really close in the first half. Obviously, in the south stand, and obviously hitting one in the north stand as well in the second half as well. But yeah, definitely an 8.5 for Paddy Roberts this game. Thought he played really well. I think he's playing a lot better this season as well compared to last season. I think this season with Reggie Labrie, I think he knows what he's doing. And obviously, he's getting taught what to do, and he's doing it really, really well under him. But
yeah, because you can tell last season he missed Diallo.
He was really missing Diallo, but I think he's got the services there now because he's obviously Alan Brown's coming to the team, and obviously Chris Rigg as well again. But yeah. Next player, Paul, Jack Clark. What would you give Clark yesterday?
Jack Clark. Yeah, I'm going to give Clark an 8. Oh. I didn't expect that, mind.
Clark out of 10, 8 out of 10 for me. And finally, up top, before we go on to the subs, Eliza Mienda. Paul.
Well, 2 goals. And because to be honest with you, I said to Bowers, just think we actually got Mienda actually when he was injured under Tony Mowbray. When Mienda came to us. I'm going to give Mienda because I was impressed actually with him.
I was as well.
Mienda for me gets a solid 10. Hi, Acacia. Hi, Lauren.
Acacia in the chat. Hi, Acacia. Are you alright? How are you doing? Lauren Kenny in the chat as well. Both moderators in this chat. You alright, lasses? You alright, lasses? Hold on. Eliza Mienda, what are you saying, Paul, for him?
Mienda for me gets a solid 10. Oh.
Thought he played brilliant yesterday. That's why I'm giving him the 2 goals. Welcome along in the Acacia, says Yorkshire Mackham. Hi, Acacia, says Lauren. But obviously, next going on to Reggie Labrie, we're going to go on to now. We're going to be talking a lot about him now. Obviously, 2 games, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets. I kind of keep saying the number 2 for too long, but and obviously 2 goals against Cardiff last weekend. How do you describe Reggie Labrie's performances so far in these games? So far, I know it's only 2 games into the season, but obviously 3 with the cup, but we're not counting the cup. But how do you think Reggie Labrie brings to this team? What do you think he brings to this football team?
To be honest, I actually reckon I think Reggie Labrie is probably a little gem. The club's probably found. Because I said to Bowers actually, I know it took them ages to appoint him.
Mm-hmm.
So but in a way, I actually like Reggie Labrie. But to be honest, after the game, I saw people complain the way he was actually on that touchline.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure if you noticed, but during the game, Richards the Bray actually had his hands folded.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough, he was shouting instructions at the players, but like I put in the chat earlier to Lovin actually, who's in here. As soon as Mike Dodd stood up, I was like, sit down. It was,
It's not your job.
well, put it this way, Bowers was the same, and Dan Andrew, that's next to me, they were the same as well. But I said to Bowers, for me, Mike Dodds will be a big helpful with Richard Dupree, especially when we come to play against Leeds,
Yeah.
for
Obviously,
example, in
yes.
West Brom, because when Dodds was in charge, we won them both.
Lauren says here, what did you give Roberts? Me and Paul rated him an 8 out of 10, and I gives him an 8.5 out of 10.
I hope it was a 10.
It was a 10, says Lauren.
She's going to get us.
Comments as well in the live chat coming through. Keep coming through the live comments. Kev Flannan on the live chat as well, saying cracking performance yesterday. If we're having to sign in like Jack Clark and a few more experience signing in, we could have a very good season. Well, yeah, we could have a very good season. We're not over yet. I hope it's not over yet. I really hope.
Paul, what did you give Lukey boy?
What did you give Luco 9? I actually gave Luco 9 Acacia a 10 out of 10. 40 played really good. I know you asked him, Paul.
But I saw that, Jacob, actually, but Beale, for me, I didn't like half his comments. Because I know Beale came out and said that he didn't like that, that he didn't actually he didn't like the fans, that the fans didn't want him, but for me, you know what, I totally agree with what he's just put.
He was totally a waste. I totally agree with what you say as well, Lee. Absolute waste to this football club.
I didn't like him.
No. Obviously Yorkshire Mackem, obviously, yeah, Michael Beale spoke out about his time at Sunderland. And he said he never enjoyed it. Good for him. Ta-ra, didn't. Do want Beale, says Lauren. Lee Farrell in the chat says Beale was a waste. Exactly, was a waste. Hi Lee, says Lauren.
To be honest, the only thing with Beale for me, I hope his family's okay. Because I did see on his Instagram that unfortunately the cancer has come back.
Yeah.
And I actually hope she's actually okay.
Yorkshire Mackem says Lee Lauren Kenny's like a calm salesman. Beale was a waste of time, says Acacia Cameron Jude. Exactly, waste of time. And Michael Beale should have stayed at QPR, says Jacob. Sending my love to Poppy Beale, says Lauren Kenny. And also, the family have gone on holiday, says Acacia Cameron Jude. Michael Beale's sister. Yeah, I really hope, obviously, Poppy's okay, obviously. Don't care about Michael, but I hope Poppy's okay. Really hope she's alright. But yeah, obviously we talked about Reggie LeBrie. Obviously, somebody's performance is up. Obviously, Alan Brown getting injured as well. Paul, we haven't been talking about him recently, so we might talk about Alan Brown now. Obviously, he didn't play against Preston either in the cup. But obviously, the knock apparently came from training. Apparently, that's why he got out yesterday of the squad. I seen him actually walking up the stairs yesterday. I seen him. with Dan Ballard, I seen him.
Yeah, well, to be honest, what I like about it, though, Reggie LeBrie said that knock is it's not as serious
Not
as we
serious.
thought. So, well, I know the players would have been in training this morning. I didn't see any photographs, so hopefully he's back. But like I said earlier, though, Brad, it's going to be interesting with him because yeah, the way Chris Rigg played again, the way Chris Rigg played. What's Regis LeBrie going to do?
Headache. That's one word I've got to put it. Headache. The little sweetheart, but her uncles are prat. It's very funny. Pray for Poppy Beale, says Yorkshire Mackham Jacob in the chat again. Riggy done a good job yesterday, said Lauren. And Paul, Acacia has asked you a question. Have you still lost your voice from yesterday's game?
Yeah, I'm slowly getting it back, Acacia. After all the sin that we done yesterday.
Well, I might as well call your southwest corner a singing end, because you never stop.
I'll tell you what, we may as well put the Stunton area in our end as well, because after the comment that came up on the on the board, some parts of the ground you're not allowed to stand now.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that about obviously for safe standing. I've seen that. Obviously for the areas allocated what's not safe standing that you got to sit down. I think it's a complete joke.
Our end never sits down.
Obviously Lauren Kelly in the chat as well. She says 17-year-old ran rings around Barry Bannon. 2-2 for next Saturday, says Yorkshire Mackham. Good result that would be. Obviously for Sunderland and Burnley, both clubs. She says, seriously, we were laughing about the game yesterday, weren't we, Paul?
Yeah, we were. But yeah, I totally agree. Actually, what Casey has just put in mind. We actually noticed some staff actually going into the Roker end. It was actually stewards. We noticed them going in just to tell them to sit down.
Paul and me, I'm guessing that spotted some people in the south stand getting taught off by staff.
Yeah, because you know at the bottom of the Roker end, not where you are, Brad, but further along, you know where me and Casey is.
Yeah.
There was actually a couple of stewards that went up the stairs because they were stood up. They actually told them to sit down.
Wow.
Because it looks like, because there was a lot of police there yesterday.
I seen all the police when I was coming into the green car park yesterday. I seen them all. Spooky mental, I seen them all.
Because it looked like the staff actually was about to tell the police that they're standing up because it looked like it.
Yeah. Yorkshire Mackham says that Geordie missed a shot against us on Sunday for Sheffield Wednesday. That was Michael Smith, I believe. I think it was.
Yeah, it was. I can remember actually when he played against us at Rotherham. That's where I remember him from. He was at Rotherham last season.
Wasn't he the number 24 yesterday, I believe? I think he was the number 24, the big and tall lad.
Yeah, I think it was. Tell you what, he got a lot of stick from our end. Even the case, he'll tell you.
My thoughts are with Andy Hinchcliffe, who must have been fuming that his little pal didn't perform. Don't know what that means. Do you know what that means, Paul?
I don't know, actually.
What do you mean by that? So where we're at now, Acacia says, I even gave him some stick yesterday, says Acacia.
Oh, she did. She did. Because Acacia actually was next to us, because there was...
right, okay. He's a Sky Sports guy who idolizes Barry Bannon. Idolizes Barry Bannon on the commentary. Yeah.
He probably's been at the game yesterday. Like I said to you, though, Brad, after the game, I actually bumped into one of our former players in Don Goodman, who was actually at the game yesterday. I didn't speak to him, but he actually walked past me, actually. Because the first thing I was going to say to him, actually, did you enjoy that? But it was interesting, actually, because there was a lot of people from Sky at the game yesterday. Keith Downey was actually there.
Seen a lot of bloody Sky Sports reporters there yesterday as well. Seen a lot.
Keith Downey was there for Sky. I'm not sure if he was working, but
yeah,
he was there in one of the stands yesterday.
Yorkshire Macklin, which is Jacob. He sees Michael Smith, AKS, our Jolly Bastard, SGB. That means he was crying, says Lauren. Apparently the UFC when I was at the game yesterday, according to Acacia. Steve Cassidy posted on Facebook yesterday before his stadium tour, before he went to the game, and obviously, of course, he was with Keith Downey and Geordie.
Yeah, I saw Steve actually after the game.
Yeah, apparently he won tickets for obviously thingy. What do you call it? Hospitality.
Yeah, he did off the t-shirt sponsor.
Spreadex Sports. But yes, apparently, what I've been hearing as well, match days, apparently, do you know the food and drink kiosks, Paul? Apparently
Yes.
the prices have gone up, apparently, for different things. So, do you ever get food and drink inside the ground, Paul?
No.
You'll be shocked, right? You'll be shocked how much a cup of tea is, a cup of coffee is and stuff now. A cup of coffee last season used to be £2.70. It was £3.10 now. So it's going to buy 40 pence for a cup of coffee. Which is only in plastic little cups, by the way. 40p.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I agree with what Lauren put in the chat yesterday. You know, it's a shame that you can't actually get discounts now from the kiosks now. Yeah, but your season card.
I know you used to always get 10% off, didn't you?
Because I actually noticed as well in the new club shop, you can't. Not in person, you can't. Online, you can, but not in person.
Right, let's bring this up now, then. I'm going to bring this up soon. Obviously, Lauren says, yeah, you don't get discount anymore for food and drink before the game was gutted. Laurie was saying to me and my mum yesterday after the game on the bus on the way to the game, she says that we don't have discounts for our food before the game with our season tickets we had last season. That's a total joke, to be honest. I think we should have kept the discounts in place, to be honest, for this season. I think, obviously, it's an exclusive benefit with a season card. I think, obviously, a discount off your food and drink would be good for them people who have season cards who are dedicated supporters. Lauren, laughing emojis. She says, Lauren even taught me about my mum about the new staff. Remember, wasn't that great yesterday, serving Lauren, bless her.
Yeah.
She says I'm going to email the inquiries email and see what happens. Well, Lauren, that's the best thing to do. Just try and email them, see what they say.
First person to email probably will be David Bruce.
You know, he charged me £10. Yeah. What did you get charged £10 for? What was it for?
Probably a drink or something.
That's a rip-off, that. If that's for a drink, that's an absolute rip-off. That's why now I'm going to start buying food and drink outside. Instead of £6 for something like chicken and chips, are you on the laugh? Chicken and chips costed £10. That is a total fucking rip-off for a football ground like that. A total rip-off. God, blame me. No, it was an error, so luckily I noticed, says Lauren. But now, obviously, we're all going to go onto the club shop, obviously inside the ground. Are you seeing any changes, Paul, to the club shop? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's worse? What do you think compared to the one we had next to the ticket office? Obviously, we've been basement at the ticket office so far. You seen any bad things about it? Or good things about it?
To be honest, the new club shop, I actually like it. Because the thing is, because well, I know we'll probably come on to it, but the third kit. Now, when I was with Michael on Saturday, at first I did not like the third kit, but when I went into the actual club shop, I actually like the third kit. It's actually better in person.
Well, people describe them still as an old pair of Nagas curtains and a Witherspoon's plate. But to be honest, when I seen it in person yesterday, I liked it. I like it as well, to be honest. I might buy it myself. Obviously, I've got this Avex shirt, little top I've got now. Obviously, I've got my little Sunderland jacket and I've got my pink Sunderland top I wore yesterday for the first time. So, Keisha says, did you hear about the club shop door? The other one on the right-hand side got smashed into after it got broken overnight last week or the week before. Obviously, that's when all the rioting happened.
Yeah, it did.
I haven't been in the club shop yet. My mum was staying when we left the Hilton Hotel yesterday when we were with Lauren. The other live chat comments are going through bloody wild. Lauren Kelly says baby granddad go digital. Well, his phone didn't accept it. His digital ticket didn't work. Lucky he had a paper ticket and the stewards were absolutely fab. Yesterday, I think, obviously, I seen new stewards in the ground yesterday as well. I didn't recognise these stewards who were had yesterday. I think they were quite new.
Yeah, I noticed that. Thing is, actually, there's a lad actually that that actually comes sits next to sits next to me. I don't actually know him. In case you'll recognize him, but there's a lad that comes next to me in Bowers actually. Well, there's two lads. There was a one that arrived late yesterday, and they actually said that they couldn't actually get through the turnstiles. So because he arrived late, because apparently the turnstile wouldn't let him in. He actually had to go through the main entrance to actually get to his seat.
Bloody hell, Jesus Christ! Live chat again. Maybe Mum will obviously have a go at the next game, have a look around. I'll be going to Middlesbrough at home, which is my next home game. I think that's on the 21st of September, I believe.
Yeah, it's after the international break.
3 o'clock kick-off. Game after Plymouth. Lauren Kelly's replied to the third shirt that she still doesn't like it, she says.
To be honest, that's what a lot of people said.
I'm missing this game weekend because I've told Paul and Boaz at the game my mum is going to her friend from college is getting. Very nice. Married on Saturday, she says. Stuart were fab yesterday, mine says Lauren. And obviously Paul is going to Pompey next weekend or the weekend after. I'm away at the lodge next weekend. So I'll be having a nice little comfort zone in the Lake District next weekend watching the football game.
To be honest, with Pompey Law, it's interesting because me and Bowers actually only booked the tickets. I think it was. I'm trying to think. It would have been the other day, and the Pompey tickets came out straight away.
Stuart were fab yesterday, mine says Lauren. They were quite nice with us as well. Obviously, my dad didn't know what to do with the tickets at first, but the Stuarts helped me. We got straight through within literally a couple of minutes. Obviously, the tickets would keep saying error quite a few times when we were trying it, but we had to keep it on for a couple of seconds and take it off. But ended up working at the end.
Mine worked straight away as soon as I went up to it.
Keisha says there was an error with loads of fans yesterday at 12 p.m. during the game. Well, I think many people didn't get in until 35 minutes when the game kicked off. Obviously, I know someone who missed 3 goals yesterday, and to be honest, apparently them are getting a free ticket for the next game, Paul. Apparently against Burnley, the club is doing something about that, about people who's missed games who's got tickets, just individual ones. Apparently they're giving them a free match ticket for next game.
Well, to be honest, if Matty's still in here, he probably agree with us actually, because I saw Matty before kickoff. Matty actually hasn't got his season card yet. The club has actually had to give Matty a ticket yesterday.
A paper ticket?
Yeah. Matty actually had a paper ticket with him to actually get in the ground because he hasn't got his season card.
Not yet.
Hasn't came for him.
Lee says, Paulie! Keisha says Silver had to go in the new ticket office yesterday. Lots of things happened yesterday, apparently.
Let me guess, that's Shannon.
Hi, Paul. Paul is the best, says Lee Farrell.
Hey, bro.
There's Lauren Kenny in the chat as well, saying Paul.
Lauren.
I might as well say it as well. Paul. I won 3 games with paper tickets, says Lauren. Lauren Lee says, no, it's me. Shannon's at home. Says Lee.
Lee.
Kev Flannan says predictions for Burnley. We'll be getting onto that on Thursday night, obviously, because I don't want to do it too early. I've got Turfcast coming on the channel, Kev. So if you're coming on Thursday night at 9:30, we will be live again on Thursday night. Obviously, me and obviously the Burnley guest, so we'll be talking about that. Hopefully, fingers crossed if he comes on. Yorkshire Macklem says, I think this season will be similar to the first season of our championship campaign, but Reggie Labrie will improve on the things Mowbray struggled with. To be honest, I'm not going to lie. I think Mowbray did do okay, but I think the only problem what let him down is he didn't have a plan B. That was the only thing he didn't have. But Mowbray is a legend at this football club. We all know this, obviously, with his health and stuff, what happened. I hope he comes to a game at the Stadium of Light, at least, or gets invited to the game at the Stadium of Light, what this club's not doing. Middlesbrough. So,
to be honest, I actually think I've got a feeling that Tony Mowbray might get invited to the Middlesbrough game.
He should really. Lee Farrell says Paul Wilson is the SCFC legend.
Cheers, bro.
Do you think he should be club mascot for one game as a legend?
Don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas, Brad. Lee's out. Lee works in hospitality. He'll tell the club.
Lee.
Shush.
Now Pompey have also got Jacob Murphy's brother at Pompey, which is Josh Murphy.
Yeah, they have.
And obviously Matt Ritchie as well. We've got a couple of players from Newcastle then. So
I'm not looking forward to that now, Brad, since you've said that. Thanks, Brad, you've put me off it now. I was looking forward to it until you said that.
But you know what, Paul, Reggie Labrie will have his game plan sorted. He'll have it all set up. Probably, no name.
Hopefully we beat them at Fratton Park for the first time.
Acacia Cameron Jude says, I can also tell Jacob Murphy's brother will be playing against us and Scott against us in a few weeks. What else can I say on the live chat? Kev Carden says, again, I will tune in on Thursday night. What else can I say in the live chat before we go off air? Seriously, I'm bricking it for Pompey away. They've got some unbelievable players, even their main player, Colby Bishop, says Acacia.
But to be honest, this time round, I hope to God we play better at Pompey. Because I do not want another game like it was the last time down there under Lee Johnson.
1-1 says Lauren Kenny. 1-1 draw, she says, for Burnley on Saturday. By the way, there are 6 people on this live watching, so if you don't mind just hitting that like button, hit the notification bell and hit the subscribe button. That will do us a world of favour. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Acacia says, we're going into the Portsmouth game already. I can see Pompey winning this 2-1, to be honest. Fire Phoenix says, someone's losing his voice. Well, I lose my voice already. I've got been on air for an hour. So, I'll tell you something. 0-0 draw, says Lee. Obviously, I remember that one against Burnley at Turf Moor when we draw 0-0 against them. Obviously, I think Sunderland were only the one club, obviously, in that year, obviously, to keep a clean sheet against Burnley. I think it was, or something like that. But yes, don't forget, guys, as well, I will mention this. SCFC Fan TV, Willie Philly, will be at the Wheatsheaf again, probably on Saturday, from, I think it'll be 1:15 p.m. So if you're down there before the game, please go in and see him and support him. Obviously, he does a lot, obviously, for our supporters as well. 5 points in 3 games is a good start for Regis. Totally agree with you, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with that. Really good start for him.
Yeah. 5 points in 3 games is a good start for Regis. I thought it was 7 points though, because he's got 2 wins, which is 6. And obviously this draw where he comes into, it'll be 7 points, won't it? 7 points in 3 games.
Tell you what, Lo, I said about us yesterday. I would take a point.
I'll take a point at Burnley.
Against Burnley. Mm-hmm. But I tell you what, Lo, Burnley will be a tough test.
It will.
For us, especially. Did you see their score against Cardiff at the weekend?
I did. I think I seen it against them.
It is going to be tough.
We've got here bringing 2 strikers, and I say a good change, but it's going to be tough, says Lee. Well, striker situation. We might as well talk about it while we're here. Apparently, Mendy. Apparently, I've got a bit of an update on him. Apparently, Kane, whatever they want to pronounce it. Apparently, them are bringing in a replacement for Mendy. So, if that's true, I think, because obviously Kane's got 2 strikers already at the football club, and that's obviously not including Mendy. So, obviously, if he signs, that's going to be 3 strikers they've got. So, do you think if this striker signs, do you think they're going to offload Mendy to Sunderland? That's what I'm thinking.
To be honest, I think Mendy will come in anyway, because that one that they're close to was actually at their game yesterday. He was watching from the stand with Mendy.
Oh.
Mendy was watching from the stand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that one that they're looking at, he was actually at their game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So it does look like they are getting him.
We've got Faze Rain in the channel, _1249. Says, if we get another top form striker and play like we did on Sunday, I can't see us losing many matches. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. And
so a lot of people actually said around me yesterday, to be honest.
And like I say, for obviously we Phillies quote, up by Easter.
Don't start that, Brad.
Reggie the Breeze. Reggie the Breeze Red White Army, says Yorkshire Mackham. Agreed with Lee, says Kev. Lancashire, Mendy and Jefferson has all been mentioned. According to Lee, obviously Jefferson was at Sheffield United, but he's been moved to Bournemouth, so apparently Bournemouth want to loan him out to a Championship club. I've been hearing, and obviously we are one of them interested.
Thing is, there's a lot of them that's coming available. He is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that Freddie Ladapo might be available.
Is that the Rotherham striker who used to play for Rotherham?
Yeah, it is. He could become available. Tom Cannon might be available. I know Bowers wants Tom Cannon at Sunderland.
Mackham in a mission. Well, Mackham on a mission. Well done for obviously saying this, but apparently Ecuador is in Italy now, having he signed him for Udinese.
That's new.
So that's very new.
New.
Thank you very much indeed for mentioning that. My finger hurt from spamming the hearts, says Fire Phoenix. If you like the channel that much, tell all your fans, tell all your subscribers to subscribe to the RWA Productions. We have a very good first 11, but lack of strength and depth at the moment, in my opinion. Surely that can't be right as he was on the bench on Sunday. That's what I'm thinking as well. Obviously, I don't think that's right, to be honest. It doesn't seem right, anyway. Hamia may be loaned out the second division in Portugal. Maybe that could be true, obviously, as well. Obviously, I've got to agree with Acacia as well on this one. Just wait until it's actually official, and I'm going to keep an eye on X. I think, to be honest, that's what we need to do. So they hear rumours 24/7 about
this. It's either that or listen out for an update from Nick Barnes.
Yeah. Lee Farrell as well. He says Hamia to be loaned out before January, and Russian might leave, says Lee Farrell.
It's interesting with Russian because apparently, Nick Barnes said apparently Regis Debray sees Russian actually as a I think it was a impact player from the bench.
If Ecuador goes, I would sign Bobby Mumba, says Jacob. Well, he's played for both.
Bobby Mumba, I probably would.
Under Wayne Rooney, he plays for them now.
You know what? I'm going to put this out here now. Wayne Rooney will be the next person to get sacked.
I think he will as well. He plays for Plymouth now, says Acacia. All players won't be coming back, Jacob. We need to forget about them, says Acacia. Well, if they want to return, it's up to them, but still, we do need to forget about them for now. Russian, rumours saying he isn't settled and maybe looking to leave, says Lee. Obviously, I do believe Lee, because obviously he works for Sunderland, so he will be getting all the reports and stuff off this. So, yeah. Hey, people watching live, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to us, by the way. Apparently, we've got 2 likes already.
Don't forget he is fired, but to be honest, I never thought I would say this actually, but could you imagine if when we come to play Plymouth, if we actually are the team to actually get him sacked?
Wayne Rooney is ancient now, though, isn't he? Should be retired. Well, he's retired from football, but obviously he has went into management. Obviously, he's managed Derby, and also he's managed Plymouth. So, I'm off to go on a call. Enjoy everyone. Take care, Lee, mate. Hope to see you very soon on the next one. Fingers crossed. He says he'll be playing in a wheelchair soon. Says Fire Phoenix. Oh dear. Yorkshire Mackham, says Jacob. He says Rooney will be gone by November. I won't be very surprised if that was me.
To be honest with you, Jacob, I'm actually going to say it'll be yeah, no problem, bro. I'm going to say actually, Jacob, by the time we play them, if Plymouth would have probably told him to win games, but if he doesn't, I think he'll be gone.
I think he'll be gone
because, it's the same like Ryan Lowe, for example. When he left Preston, I know they're close. Well, they're closing to get. Oh, my phone's ringing. No, it is. I know they're closing in on getting Paul Heckenbottom as manager.
Yeah.
Preston is.
We're Rooney still playing for Girth and Turf on YouTube, says Malcolm on the mission. Yorkshire Malcolm Jacob says take care, Lee. And via Phoenix again in the chat again. Rose, she says, no, he isn't allowed to go. Have to swim in a wheelchair first. Probably will after eating all the Cornish pasties. Down Plymouth.
Yeah, you were, Casey, actually.
I was literally shocked when you and Boaz got that right, Paul. I was like, well, what the hell? But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it from me and Paul. We've been online for an hour and 10 minutes, which I think has been the longest one. But yes, please don't forget, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe to the channel button, and also it doesn't cost a penny. Soon, obviously, we go up to 1K subscribers, we will obviously have the super chat enabled. So obviously, any donations to go towards the channel, obviously that would be great as well. Obviously to help use out a better equipment, like I've been saying time and time again last season. But I got it wrong saying he wasn't coming to Preston. Hopefully we can beat them as well.
It's okay, Casey.
But yes, guys, 403 subscribers. And I forgot to mention as well before we go off, well done for reaching 400 subscribers, guys, the other day as well. 400 we've reached to now. So we need 97 to go until we reach half a K, 500. Let's see if we can do it. Take care from me and Paul. Say goodbye, everyone, Paul.
See you later, everybody.
Reggie the Breeze,
Red and White Army.
Reggie the Breeze, Red and White Army. And we'll see Paul next Monday because I'll be doing it on my own on Thursday with Turfcast because there's two coming on. So take care, everyone. Love yous and leave yous, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.